You're, you know what? I gotta download. I gotta download the motive. Yeah, so you can put a little auto tune on my voice. You hear me? Okay, let's run it back. Let's do that again. We're gonna go live on the main. Oh yeah. Good lord. You're all right, ladies and gentlemen. Angela Savage here with the Savage Report. This is what we're gonna do. We are going to chill out because this is your boy Angelo Savage, and this is what we do. But before we start the show, I want to ask you guys, how was your day? God bless you. Become a motivated soul. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna start this off with a little motivation, man. Actually, that's what we're gonna do. A little motivation never hurt nobody, right? A little motivation never hurt nobody. I mean, we just going live right now in the landscape mode so everybody can see. Two birds, one stone. That's how we do it around here. Two birds, one stone. That's because I couldn't find another stone. All right, let's see. Let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. Snoop Dogg. All right. Yes, we got it. I think we got it, man. Well, let's start this off with a little blessing, man. Thanking God for success, man. That's all. Um, I didn't even bring my charger with me. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, ain't it? In the world. Like I stay focused on money a lot. Um, People are taking out their investments. It's crazy, bro. I haven't even started investing for real, and everybody already taking out theirs. Let me make sure I know where I'm at. Yeah, yeah. Let me know where I'm at. Yeah, yeah. Tell the shorty she get it. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, we live, baby. We live. We're gonna stay focused on the mission today. Let's get this done, man. Just like we supposed to. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Keep it posted. Let me see. Yeah, I like it like that. Yeah, just like that, shorty. Just like that, shorty. Just like that, shorty. Just like that, shorty. Yeah. All right, we're gonna start this off with a little motivation, man. Cause it's your boy Angelo Savage. I want to keep y'all motivated. I'm gonna start doing this every night. Every time I live stream, I'm gonna try to do y'all 5-10 minutes of motivation. Cause that's your boy Angelo. So inspirational. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for sure. After that, we're gonna get right into the Savage Report. Let's go. Give you a debrief on what's going on in our world and our economy at the moment. So let's start off. I just want to thank God, man. For real. Facts. Hold on, I gotta hit the record button because I'm finna be speaking them facts. I just want to thank God for everything that every day I wake up. You know, I made a promise to myself back in the day. I said, hey, once I turn 25, if it doesn't feed my purpose, get rid of it. Now, did I stand on that? I'm gonna be honest with you. For 1 year, I didn't stand on that until I turned 26. Once I turned 26, I stood on business with that. Anything that didn't feed me, literally got rid of it. I know one promise I made to God. Actually, I asked God for one thing. I said, reveal all the enemies that surround me and remove them from my life. Reveal them and then remove them. And I'm not going to lie. A week after I did that, my auntie died, right? Unsuspectedly. And when that happened, everybody started turning on each other. Really, everybody started turning on me. And I'm thinking like, damn, I'm the one family member that buys people Christmas presents, the ones that, help people out. You ain't got to pay me nothing. But I'm like, why would this happen to me like this? And I didn't even think about what I prayed for. That's why they say the tongue is really mightier than the sword for real. You ask for something you want, he's going to expose it to you. When he exposed to me that family tried to manipulate, sabotage my life, kind of finesse me the whole bound. You know what I'm saying? So when I asked God for that, he opened my eyes. He like, it might not be how you want to be revealed, but he gonna reveal it to you. So don't ask God for something that you don't understand completely. And that's what I want to explain to y'all. Like, ask God for what you want, but make sure you're working towards that goal, because he might bless you, or do whatever he needs to do to show you what you need to know. Facts. And that's the day I really opened my eyes, because I was just praying on some shit. Hey God, remove everybody from me around. You know how you just talk to God, you chilling. But when shit really got exposed is when I really, like, my nose opened and I'm smelling the, smoke. The smoke is surrounding me. The people that I've been helping this whole time are the same people that tried to destroy me. The people I let in my home, are the same people that steal from me, that has stolen from me. You know what I'm saying? And then to this life that I'm living right now, it took me years to understand, like, don't be so open minded, with everybody. You know what I'm saying? They gotta earn your trust from the get go. And then from that, then they come back, and then, then you show love. Not you show love first and then they respect your love. No. And that's why I gotta keep praying, because I feel like God's the only one that's watching me if I'm not watching me. I need somebody that spiritually is watching over shit, keeping the enemy out. You know what I'm saying? The enemy's on my back trying to get in. God is keeping the motherfuckers off, sending them angels through. Kick them, kicking down the back door, making sure no back doors coming through. You know what I'm saying? I tell people I feel blessed because I know that I'm protected, but that don't mean be reckless. That mean keep going on to the mission. So if you need to, you know, use God as a staple to keep climbing. You know what I'm saying? Ask for things, ask for guidance. I would say the most basic thing you can ask God for is a clear mind, guidance, signs that even if somebody asks, man, and they're a non-believer, ask God to show me that you're real. Something weird gonna happen to you. I guarantee it, and you gotta believe it too. It's just something weird is gonna somebody walk up to you and say some off the wall shit, and you be like, whoa, like, why would you tell me that type shit? And it's not nothing off. Like, it's really like they'll whisper to you like, God is real. I want you to know that whole time. All you ask God to show you a sign that He real. And that's how you get your sign. So each is on. Take that as you will. You know, I know a lot of people don't have a religious relationship. Me neither. I'm not super religious neither, but I do believe in God. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is ask God for what you want, work towards what you want, and keep going. You know what I'm saying? You might have to ask God, tell God, hey, can you protect me from, the demons that are either within myself or the ones that surround me? I guarantee you, He's going to do something crazy in your life where those people are going to have to get cut off. I guarantee it. And I've prayed for things, and this is why I watch my tongue when I pray, because I know what I pray for, I might actually get. And there's no telling how you might get it. See, I wasn't revealed that I was sabotaged by people that I love so much until my very own auntie that I love so much died. And then everything started to unfold. And I'm like, wow, my enemy is the people that raised me. No, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that, like I live in Chicago, so it's a crab in a bucket mentality out here. So if you somebody that's trying to get up out of that bucket, believe me, you gonna have family members, friends, coworkers. They don't want to see you prosper because y'all where? Y'all from the same area. Y'all from the same beginning. So when people see that, they get jealous. When people see that, they get envious. They like, there's no way that this dude has the energy, has the wherewithal. He damn near protected and he blessed. And I'm just sitting here not motivated. I can't let that happen. I gotta get him gone. I'm Judas. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You surrounded by a bunch of Judas. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get rid of them because they're trying to take you out. I want y'all to look at some. This guy was looking up. His name is Nicholas Machiavelli. I want y'all to read some stuff from that, like people that pretend to be your friends, people that use you for things, and I'm that individual too. I took a lot of blind eyes to things, but then when I sit back and I kind of think and I realize what's going on, what I'm giving versus what I'm giving way more than I'm giving. Then I see when those people are not in your life to support you, they stop talking to you if they don't need you. I had somebody call me, hey man, can I borrow whoopty whoop? I give it to him every time. He'll never return it. Ask for some more, give it to him again. Never return it. You know what I'm saying? Out of love, I'm thinking, oh, but he need it, so whatever. I'm gonna let him slide with that. Soon as you say no, you ain't got it, he cut you off. That's how it works. That's what you ask God to expose for you. You ask them, and then there's times I paid hundreds of dollars to somebody, still ain't seen the money. But that's the price you pay to get rid of those individuals. That's the price you pay to expose those individuals out your life, so you can just leave them alone. It could be about the principle you get your reback, your revenge, whatever. You don't need that. If somebody owe you money and you ask for it and they act weird, that's the price to cut them off. They're gonna know not to cross you. Your energy is what you preserve. You hear what I'm saying? So preserve your energy first, and then you make your life so great that they just regret not being in it. That's how I got revenge. My revenge after I was sabotaged by family. I mean, financially, school wise, with my job, how I lived. They was all sabotaged, but I was blessed by God. None of that shit went through. Literally. They tried to attack me from 4 different angles. None of it went through. Literally. Just like that. That's how I knew I was protected. But good thing I seen, I can kind of witness stuff going through. And I can prosper and keep going. But I never tried to get my revenge. All I did is try to get more successful. All I did is continue to keep going. And then years later, oh man, he don't talk to me. He don't fuck with me. What did you do? Ask yourself that question. What did you do to him for him not to mess with you? He never got, and then they get anxiety because they thinking that you coming for him when the whole time you just chilling. They don't know if you're coming or not. They don't even know where you're at anymore. You became a ghost. That was my MO. I didn't get my revenge back. I became a ghost. I disappeared. So you got anxiety thinking I'm coming back for you, so you armed up. Because you're afraid. Because you know what you did. You know what I'm saying? So for those people, you don't have to get revenge. I'm not a revenge type of seeker. If I didn't get the revenge quick, I probably won't. That's me. But you never know. My revenge is my success. Me living my life without you seeing, your kids or your grandkids or your family member, your uncles, nieces, whatever, me being successful, that's me. But what does that take out of me? That means I got to get straight on my shit. I got to grind. That's the word of the day, folks. I just want to spread some positive energy to you before I start my show here, and then we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. This don't come without hustle and wisdom. Like I want to tell people again, this don't come without hustle, and this don't come without wisdom. So make sure you subscribe to my other motivational content. This is where this video is gonna be posted at. Angelo, so inspirational. One word. Check it out for sure. God bless y'all, man. I appreciate the love y'all got here in the chat, man. We're gonna start the show soon. I don't really tell people my story, but I was sabotaged by the very people I love, big dog. It takes a lot out of you when the people that you fuck with and that you only did right by turn their back on you. You become a lone wolf in a pack, and then you separate and create your own pack. You find your own family and create a pack with them. May have your own kids, become your own grandfather one day. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That comes with wisdom. I've been taking care of old people for almost 10 years. You know what I'm saying? In nursing homes and shit, in hospitals. I'm in the nursing field as well as I'm in trucking. But been doing this for a very long time. I enjoy it. I get a lot of wisdom from them. You live and learn. That's all there is to it, but do it young. So then you can keep going and keep going. Remember, the ultimate revenge is success. So get successful and let the people that double crossed you regret that they ever did. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go. We finna get started on this Savage Report. Let's get it, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. I appreciate it if y'all like the video. It's your boy Savage, man. We're gonna do a quick hour and a half on this. We're gonna do it real quick, real fast. Just got done with a 16-hour shift. I gotta go to sleep. Yeah, man. Let's get it. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. We're gonna start off with the federal rallies, and we're gonna bring it back down to the state, and then we're gonna bring it down to some local stuff that's going on, man. We got topics like Jasmin Crocket. I heard a security detail got shot, man. Y'all gotta stay tuned for that, man. Y'all gotta subscribe if y'all want to see it. If you're here tonight, that means you're here exclusively. This is tomorrow's news tonight. You hear me? This is tomorrow's news tonight, and if you're here live. I heard Mandani wants to up the 50% death tax. Do y'all want to get taxed 50%? If your family leave you $1 million, shorty, he want to tax 50% of that. If you in New York City, yes. And then once you get the money, that's income tax. They need another 30. You hear me? Yeah. So you paying 80%. Yeah, y'all stay tuned. That's next too. We got gun rights in Virginia. They trying to take the gun rights in Virginia. I hope they don't do it like they did it out in my state in Illinois, man. I hope they don't do us that. I hope they don't do that in Virginia. That's the real South. You know what I mean? That's what we needed the Second Amendment to get our freedom. God damn it. We got Meta. They buying AI companies. Everybody buying AI companies. And I might have to make me one. You hear me? And then we're going to also talk about Michael B. Jordan, man. He got an Oscar for the best actor for Sinners. And I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think about this. This is Savage Report, man. Y'all stay tuned. Let's get started in this, Jane. Let's get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's make sure audio settings is great. I appreciate the love. Make sure y'all like the video and make sure y'all subscribe, please. And thank you. It's the Savage Report. Let's get tuned. Let's go.
Just want to get you now to a major story unfolding. This one involves a man who was killed by Dallas police earlier this week outside of Children's Medical Center. Sources say the man who was fatally shot by SWAT actually ran a business placing law enforcement officers in off-duty jobs, and apparently he was also part of the security detail for Congresswoman Jasmin Crocket. Our JD Miles tonight investigating how he apparently, using aliases, was able to become such a prominent figure in the public safety community.
To North Texas law enforcement officers and U.S. Capitol Police, he was known as Mike King. But sources tell us that's not the name of the man shot and killed by Dallas police on Wednesday night during an investigation into his alleged double life as a suspected criminal, also working as a security officer for a local U.S. Congresswoman.
Is that so?
These images of Mike King standing close to Congresswoman Jasmin Crocket shows how trusted he was as part of her security detail while she's been in office and while on the campaign trail during her recent run for a U.S. Senate seat. Multiple law enforcement sources say King was the man shot and killed after a standoff with Dallas police SWAT officers on Wednesday night.
What?
Police say he was chased into a hospital parking garage where he barricaded himself inside a vehicle before he was forced out by tear gas and pulled a gun on officers.
Wow.
Sources say he was wanted for impersonating a law enforcement officer. Sources say he claimed to be one while operating a business called Off-Duty Police Services, an online platform to connect North Texas law enforcement officers with off-duty jobs. Authorities have yet to reveal King's real name, but sources also tell us King oversaw a team of security officers at several downtown Dallas hotels and at his own church.
Pause real quick. This is insane. I've never heard of such a thing. And the reason I say this is insane is because this is Jasmin Crocket. For those that don't know, she's a member of the House of Representatives for Texas. She did lose in the primary recently for the midterm election, which neither here nor there, whatever. But the problem is she didn't speak on this at all. Yes, her security detail was impersonating a police officer. And when they tried to attempt to get him, what did he do? He barricaded himself in a hospital parking lot in his car. They had to smoke bomb him out. And then he got out with the blicky and tried to get dirty and took the temperature challenge and lost. When he could have just went to jail for impersonating the cop and be alive today. See, some of these men don't think. All you got to do is think. You know what I mean? You'll still live another day. Just surrender. That's all. She had, and that was the crazy part about it, is because the gangsters on the block was the people that was her security, and we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? The superintendent of Dalton did that same thing, used funds from the city to support the security detail. She's probably using funds too from, I hope not, because those are funds from people. But imagine your city funds are being used for impersonators of the law when she could use real people. Now, look, that's neither there or there. She needs security, right? She's Jasmin Crockett. People need her. But the people that's working under your detail cannot be criminals. Yes, unfortunately. Now, in this instance, like I said, this man could have easily, and this is my opinion, this man could have easily just took it on the chin and kept moving. I'm impersonating a police officer, get arrested, get let go, take your day in court. They could have just filed the discrepancies based on the post. Say you post as ex-police officer, you're not a police officer. Okay. Sorry, judge, let me go. We just settled this in court. Instead, he tweaked out. You ran into a hospital in your whip, got smoked out by them, and came out with a pistol in your hand. They didn't want to kill you, or they would have killed you in your car. They smoked you out to get out, but you don't exit the car with a weapon. Based on this report, you don't exit the car with a weapon. Unfortunately, when you take the hot temperature challenge with people that train to take the hot temperature challenge, sometimes you don't make it. I would love for this brother to have made it so he can make his day in court instead of being killed by officers. But then again, if you look back at it, it makes it look bad on Jasmin Crockett. She must speak on this. This happened about a day ago. She has not spoken on this. And I understand she's no longer in the primary, but that doesn't matter. She should still speak on this because this is her security detail. Now you have the whole world looking at it like, do she have gangsters, impersonators as her security? I personally think, and this is my opinion, I'm going to leave it at that. This is my opinion. I think that we should, when it comes to government officials that are in high rank positions, they should have a certain type of detail that is secured by the government. You must go to background checks by the federal government of who you are. Because what's stopping me, or let's say Jasmin Crockett, from having a mobster as her security detail? And those people are putting work in, you know what I'm saying? Like, or a gang member, like the Bloods or the Crips, like head of them, and they're actually you know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to put in a perception. If these people aren't clear, these are high-ranking individuals. That's like a senator or a judge, a Supreme Court judge, and they're using like mobsters or gang leaders to protect them. You can't have that. No. You need verified individuals. That's what I believe. That's my personal opinion. I believe that you need verified individuals that aren't portraying to be police officers, first off, and ones that actually are certified individuals. Now, I know maybe they can't afford it. Maybe it can be provided by the state. They can always push that in a bill that these people should have a government security with them, maybe one or two people, just to make sure that they're safe, because these are high-ranking individuals. I don't understand why they're even touchable. No federal judge, no senator, no House of Representatives, no, none of that. They should not be touchable to the public because they hold high-ranking positions. They can easily be taken. That's what I think personally. But to have someone that is personated cop, I don't think it's the most extreme level of, badness, because this can be settled in court. But this can get bad. This can get worse. Because if I'm in Chicago and I'm running for, say, or if I'm governor, I can already got the police or whatever, right? But if I'm someone like this, representative of Illinois, and I need my own security detail, I might go back to Chicago and get one of the gang leaders. And how do you think I get protection from certain people like that? I would have to exchange certain deeds, let's say. I would have to petition for certain money. I'm moving money around because nothing's free. Everything must be paid for. That being said, I want y'all to tell me what you think about this in the comment section. This is actually very interesting to me. I actually do enjoy, like, well, not enjoy it, but I understand this. It's like, okay, I just want Jasmin Crockett to speak on this because the whole world's looking at her. You know what I mean? You think the president not looking at this, the vice president, everybody that's against her is looking at this and they want to see what she thinks about her own security detail. Did you know? If I was her, I'd plead the fifth. But they gonna ask, did you know? Did you know this was happening? That being said, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and comment below. Tell me what you think. It's your boy Savage. Peace. All right, let's see what we got next. We moving through it. We moving through it. Your opinion makes sense. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, certified in background checks, but I believe you should be able to choose people that you trust if it's your life and you likely don't want someone to pose it. Yeah, beliefs. That is true. I do believe you should choose someone of your liking, but you should choose someone of your legal liking. You know what I'm saying? So if definitely for someone like Jasmin Crockett, she has a kind of like a target on her back from the president pretty much. And they really like on her ass. So this guy's been with her detail for a long time. They probably like, let's do a background check on her and everyone she's around. Because when she becomes a target, everyone else around her becomes a target too. So they're going to find dirt on anybody that she's even surrounded with. They want to find it and they want to get her done. Just like this, she's probably clean. Some people around her probably clean, but somehow her security's not clean. You tell me how they figured that out when he was with her the whole time. Well, most of the time. Yeah, interesting. It's just an interesting piece, I think so. But definitely you should pick your own people if you can. They definitely just have to be like certified. You know what I'm saying? They need to go through clearance too, because I have non-clearance people protecting clearance people. You know, Secret Service are clearanced. You know what I'm saying? They know there is no, because then what if your security, and this is a what if hypothetically, what if your security is, let's say, plugged in with your enemy? You know what I'm saying? The enemy of my enemy is my best friend. What if he plugged in with the enemy and he making her do things that now she's presented to the world like it's her thoughts when the whole time her security holding her hostage? I don't know. It can get wicked. Definitely when it comes to not the most powerful country in the world. One of the most. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's get to the next stage. So it seems like New York City will lose $1 trillion. This is the PBD podcast. They're actually the main ones speaking on this right now. The PBD podcast is speaking on that recent mayor of New York City, Mamdani. Yep. Zohran Mamdani is an individual that wants to basically raise the tax, man. Yep. He wants to raise the tax and right. He wants to raise the tax on everybody. Yes. Now, I tell people, nothing's free in this world. But we gonna know that in the video. Let's play the video. It's your boy Angelo Savage. This is the Savage Report.
This is Mamdani when it comes down to death taxes. Watch this. Go ahead.
Amidst being in the wealthiest city in the wealthiest country in the history of the world, we already see an exodus of working and middle-class New Yorkers. So I don't have a hesitation in asking those who make the most amount of money in the city or the most profits in the city to pay a little bit more so that everyone can actually stay in this city. It's also something not just about justice or the ability for working-class people to live here. It is also actually about ensuring that corporations can continue to attract the top talent to this city. Because in a city where childcare costs more than $20,000 a year, I've heard from corporate leaders about how difficult it is for them to attract individuals who would work at their companies but want to raise a family, because you could be making $300,000 a year and you will feel that $20,000 a year because of the fact that we have allowed for the absence of affordable childcare to become reality here in this city.
Tom.
Now, before he explains this, I want to play this next clip for you. The same clip, same meaning and everything. I just want to get right to the nitty-gritty for y'all. I don't want to waste no time. Let's go.
So Mayor Mamdani in New York City wants to raise the estate taxes from 16 to 50% and lower the number from $7.1 million to $750,000, which, by the way, Who do you think this affects? New York City has 123 billionaires, average age 67 years old. What do you think a 67-year-old is thinking about? Estate planning, living trust, and guess who else is probably going to be talking to that daddy that's worth 2.8 billion or 6.9 billion dollars? Their kids are saying, Dad, we can't stay here if he's going to want to tax you this way. Right. Number two, who else you think? The financial advisor at Goldman, Morgan, Merrill, whoever it is, going to say, probably not a good idea for you to stay here. And last but not least, the actual companies, the firms, the Goldman, the investment bankers, the bigger companies are probably going to hold a meeting saying, what are we going to do with these 123 billionaires? That if they stay here and they die, the number we have that we're managing right now is going to split if this passes. Of course, for it to pass, he's going to need Hochul, and they're right now feuding back and forth. But the reality of it is, the more language like this is spoken, California barely flinched at a 5% wealth tax, $1 trillion of wealth left. New York City, they're talking about something like this. Where do you think these 67-year-olds going to move? To a city called Palm Beach, Florida. If they flirt with it.
Facts. Now, he's speeding those facts now. And you got to think about it, man. These people 60-some years old and up, and they billionaires, let's say, right? What do you think is going to happen to their wealth once they die? If they stay in New York City. So they try to transfer it to their kids, and their kids, you're going to get taxed regardless, but now it goes from 16% to 50%. Come on now. Let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable. You're going to lose all the billionaires immediately. Or they're going to throw it in a trust, like he said. They're going to try to hide the money. So all that stuff, it don't go as planned. And that's the problem with him pretty much. That's the problem with Mandani. Like when he was promising the people all this free stuff, what he going to do? Free buses, free government food, pantries or whatever. Like, it ain't free. It was never free. There's no way it could be free. Somebody has to pay something somewhere. It don't matter if it's everybody. That's why he was advertising. He's in a panic right now. Like, this is the flaw for New York City. I'm gonna be honest. This is a big L for New York City. You know why? Because this guy never had a job prior to this. And you guys knew that. It's kind of like when you know you're lied to and you trust the person anyway. It's like, there's no way. He has no proof. He's never, yes, he knows how to talk. I would say this. He's a great speaker. He has practice, but he has the backup of his community, but that's it. He's playing the role very well, but the political role is so easily played. You can literally throw a suit on, say what they want to say, and you in office. First job ever. Mayor of New York City. What the, are we serious? Are we serious? First job, Mayor of New York City. I guess the standards are low. But the point is that let's raise that property tax up. Everybody don't like that. Okay, let's attack the billionaires. The billionaires going to leave. So now who you tax? You got to tax the public because you still promise these free buses, transportation. You promise these free food. So what do you expect from this? And that's the problem I'm having with Mandani. But you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of our mayor, which is Brandon Johnson. The same thing. First thing, and I remember doing this. When I seen Brandon Johnson run, I didn't vote for him. When I seen him run, he was like, we're going to lower the property tax. We're going to make it free and affordable for all. And that's what they always do. And then when they get in office, they see the books and they like, yeah, I don't think we can do none of this actually. We're actually in $1 billion deficit and we keep going into debt even more and more. You know what? I got a cheat code. I think it's Donald Trump's fault. Facts. I heard it all. I'm like, bro, let's take accountability for our mismanagement of funds every year over year. Mandani's doing the same thing. So now what do? You run the rich off? Because if I had a granddad and he had $1 million, they tax me 50%, I get 50% of that. That's my granddaddy money. What you gonna do with that? I told somebody today, literally, you would damn near incentivize the government to start killing people off just so they can get half the money. You know what I'm saying? They like, yeah, this a billionaire, we get 500 million, G, if we just end them. Half of it, and then we gonna give it to them. He gonna get the risk, and then we gonna probably hit him with an income tax. That's how I be thinking when I be thinking of shit. Like, you can't incentivize the government for the downfall of people, because then they would want those people knocked off, even if they got to do it themselves. That's like saying I'm gonna put a $50 million hit on them. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can get half the money, so we can afford this, so I can launder it back. Like, this the problem with certain blue states. Me personally, that's what I believe. And this is the same thing out here in Chicago. Out here in Chicago, we having the same problems, bro. Literally, the false promises. They hiring up all the property tax in the black neighborhoods. Let's say that, because that's what's gonna happen. They push them out, and then what? It's gonna be the rich. Oh, we're gonna take from the rich. What happens when the rich leaves? I want you to ask you that question right there. What happens when the rich leaves and goes to Florida, where there's no tax on the state, and they're trying to get rid of the property tax? What happens then? When they take all their revenue there? Yes, then we're having a bigger problem, right? Exactly. You have to incentivize these. The billionaires are really almost paying for things to keep. So you have to incentivize them to stay. Incentivize the public to buy more. Stimulate your economy. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But y'all gonna tell me that in the comments section, man. It's the Savage Report. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. I just hate being taxed. Everybody's protesting ICE, the ICE. They need to be protesting the IRS, because that's the real enemy of the state. Facts. The IRS is the real threat. They're our pimp, and they're everybody's pimp. That's who's really the enemy for us. Y'all, we need to get rid of taxes. We need to not get rid of it, but lower it. We need to audit everybody. Where is the money going? Where is the money going? We need to know, because I don't mind giving you the money if I know where exactly it's being done. But if you're taking my money, giving it to these people, they're frauding the money from you, then you tax me more because you need more, because you just throwing it out. No, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That being said, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. This is the Savage Report. Let's go. All right, let's go over to the comment section. Good Lord. Y'all live tonight. I appreciate the love. Make sure y'all do a like in the comment. I need likes. I need those little, yep, I need those up, bro, so I can keep sending them in here. I appreciate the love. Let's see, crazy like a fox. Scam Donnie. Yep, niggas scamming everybody. Just like your friend convincing you to steal something, you do it even though it's wrong. You trust them. Yeah, unfortunately, you sometimes put your trust in things that you don't technically believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like you sometimes trust things and you shouldn't, and then you let them in office. But this is a mayor position. Sometimes you can't allow yourself to be manipulated that hard. You know what I'm saying? That's like putting someone in power that shouldn't be in power. You know what I mean? It's like trusting a friend. Yeah, he might betray me, try to clap my girl's cheeks or whatever. Yeah, it might hurt my feelings. But just thinking in power, and he got power over your property taxes and shit. That's way more horrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, 50%. If Apple pay 50%, yeah, that's the thing though. But like, what you got to think about how the business thinks about it. They're not going to just accept a 50% tax on nothing. They're gonna leave. You think a billionaire is just gonna? And it don't even matter if it's property tax. It don't matter if it's an income tax. They're not going to accept more. They're gonna be like, no, we're not paying you another 2%. We're not paying you another 4%, because that means I'm losing money. And if I lose money, I gotta charge the public more. So it's like, do we really want to up the tax? When taxes increase, the price just goes back to the consumer anyway. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all start digging through it a little like that, that's when you got to be like, okay, I understand. If the taxes are lower, I can get the product probably cheaper. But if it's higher, that price ain't going down. They're just going to transfer the price over to the consumer. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make the item a little bigger. I mean, a little bit more expensive. He's running everybody off. He's going to charge those there to get more fantasy budget. Yeah. Mandani is not intelligent. It's debatable. He might be smart, because you got to be smart to get in this position. But maybe you got to be finessing. You got to be a finesser to get in this position. Like, I'm gonna be honest, he fits the role. He looks professional. You know, he might be praying in the office and shit on the rugs and shit. Yo, look, I'm, I don't even want to say it though, but like, you know, you can be Muslim, that's fine, but like, this is New York City, G. I'm kind of thinking like on some, you know, on some Twin Tower shit. I'm like, man, I don't know, G. You know, but you know, each his own. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he on that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, actually, I got a more controversial take on Mandani, and this is for everyone. I don't think that if you are not a born American, you can be a nationalized American. This applies to all the good guys too, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, that was the governor of California. I don't think if you're not a born American, you should have any power into our states, in our country. Facts. You shouldn't even have any power at all because you're not a born American. You know what I'm saying? Who says that your leniency is to our country? Who says that your loyalty is to us just because you're a nationalized citizen? That, you know what I mean? Tell me if that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I just think that's more logical. You know what I'm saying? If you get somebody from Mexico here and they're like 13 years old, they become a nationalized citizen, but really they're loyal to their mother's or their grandmother's country more than their country that they're living in. They just benefited from it. And then they become high power in there, and then they start trafficking money back to their country that they originally have loyalty to. You know, I'm just saying, you just got to take kind of away those opportunities to happen by not allowing it to happen. You know what I mean? Because eventually what's going to happen, we're going to have the Senate seats, House of Representatives. Everybody's going to be controlling the United States, and none of them are going to be born in the United States. Making rules for United States born Americans. You know, that's all. But, you know, each is all. You in Chicago, I'm in Indiana, in Mid-State. I love Indiana. Is there a mismanagement everywhere? Yeah, I like actually Indiana. They don't have sales tax. You know, sometimes we go across the bridge um, just to buy, like, some people buy tobacco. The liquor tax is way cheaper in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? You cross the Chicago, bro, liquor tax, bags, and then our governor JB Prister just increased it more. So it's a downfall either way we cut it right now. Like it seems as if we're getting taxed at the wazoo, and then you got JB Prister. And this is the thing for people that live in the state of Illinois, y'all need to know JB Prister's a crook. And I say that because he's slowly increasing. He disarmed the public, and then he lets the criminals in, and he's taxing more and more people. But he's for the people. I don't like JB Prister because he'll do all this with a smile on his face, and you'll think he's a good guy, but in actuality, he just increased taxes, put us in a deficit. Since he's been in order, bro, he literally put us in like a $20 billion deficit since he's been here for the last 8 years. And then people that are kind of, let's say, less intelligent, they're not paying attention to that. They just see a smiling face. And then you look up and all your shit is like, you can't afford it anymore. You know, he just did another increase recently, yeah. And then he lost the Bears. So that's the problem with JB Prister. He's so involved. And one thing for JB Prister, you guys need to know is that he represents Chicago. He doesn't represent the state, even though he's the state governor. He does that because all the votes and all the electoral votes are in Chicago. So he only panders to Chicago itself, so he can get all those electoral votes. That is Springfield. Why do I sense a second American Civil War? Look, if there was a American Civil War, that would be nuts. I'm gonna be honest. I already know who gonna win. But if it was another American Civil War, man, the ones that understand the severity of the situation will win. That's all I'm saying. We're speaking the truth. I appreciate the love, man. Y'all sending that love through. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Y'all fucking with me. I think it's pre-recorded. Yeah, I'm recording. Actually, for those that don't know, I'm recording at the same time that I'm going live. So then y'all gonna see the same recording in the morning, but it's gonna be clipped up. So y'all getting the morning news at night. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's go. Maybe only on a federal level. I agree. It must be born here. I think it's a law already, though. No, it's not a law because Mandani was not born here. Mandani is, I don't know what country he's from. He's a citizen, but he wasn't born here. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was a nationalized citizen too. He wasn't born here. Who there's actually a lot of people that has a lot of control in our country that was not born here. All right, let's move to the next subject. It's your boy Angelo Savage. So this, speaking of rights, I want to take this to what's this? Sorry, Venice. I'm gonna say Venezuela. We're gonna take this to Virginia. This is damn near the original South here. This is Virginia. Basically, the new governor. What's her name? I forgot her name. She's so unimportant, and she basically took. She's about to Scheinberger. She's the one that replaced the black woman that actually was also not a born American. She was the lieutenant governor, the former lieutenant governor, before she just lost to this lady, which was former CIA, by the way. But now, immediately, she wants to take your gun rights away. Yes. And I'm telling you, this is nothing nice. Look at the state of Illinois and look at all of our our rules that got taken. We don't have no gun rights in this state. Not no more. Unless you're someone like me and you were grandfathered in, right? That being said, let's continue. Let's get it. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe. It's the Savage Report.
Just continue to say, we're going to.
This is our fight. This is Virginia.
We had a great showing of patriots out here today, standing up to protect our right to keep and bear arms.
Saturday, hundreds gathered underneath the bell tower on Capitol grounds.
And here in Virginia right now, we are seeing drastic attempts to erode one of our most important freedoms, our Second Amendment.
The rally in support of the Second Amendment comes as legislation that would ban the sale of assault weapons and high-capacity magazines made it to Governor Abigail Spanberger's desk earlier this week. Todd Askins was at the demonstration, passing out around $30,000 worth of 30-round magazines donated by the manufacturer Magpul, the same magazines that would be banned under the proposed legislation.
I said, hey, our rights are being assaulted on, and we want to be able to hand out magazines. Can you send us some? And they sent a whole pallet.
Should the governor put pen to paper come July 1st, the state would ban the sale, manufacture, and importing of guns classified as assault weapons and magazines that hold more than 15 rounds. However, there are provisions. Gun owners who no longer want their weapons could transfer them to licensed arm dealers or to people outside the state who can legally own them. They can also be inherited by an immediate family member.
The overall goal of this bill is to ensure that.
Pause. Look, I'm going to be honest. Whoever was giving out 30-round clips, God bless their soul. That's an angel from heaven. You hear me? An angel from heaven. He was blessing everybody with 30-round clips before it gets banned. Because why? Because your grandfather in if you have them. Unless they force you to convert them like the state of Illinois. Any 30-round clips you must convert to a 10-round capacity. Or, yeah, if it's a mag, it got to be converted to a 10-round capacity. It sucks, bro. But a lot of people still own them. No one's getting rid of their things that cost $30 per clip or magazine. Sorry, not clip, magazine. Right? The crazy part is that we shouldn't even have to do this. These are rights. These are rights that we were given as the Second Amendment. Literally, this is the Second Amendment that protects our First Amendment. Without protection of the First Amendment, you have no First Amendment. But these people don't see that. They just see control. They see people uprising. They're like, oh, this is a possible threat. That's what they see. This is a possible threat that's going to possibly try to stop what we're trying to do later in the future. So ban them now. Get them records. And this is and actions like this is what creates felons overnight. Just by one swipe of the pen, you're now a felon. You possess something that is now illegal, that was not illegal 2 minutes ago. Facts. This is exactly what the same thing that J.B. Prister did. Literally. This is what makes Illinois a dumb state. This is the main reason I don't want to stay. This is one of the main reasons I don't want to stay in the state of Illinois. It's because what she's doing is exactly what J.B. Prister is doing. And this is how they do it. I'm going to teach you the process of how it's done, at least in the state of Illinois, because this kind of matches with the state of Illinois. They make a bill. The Safety Act, right? Something that had nothing to do with guns. And then at the bottom of their 600-page bill, they add the the provision of getting rid of your firearms. And then since it looks delectable, since it looks like something that needs to be passed, oh, we're just doing this for the safety of the public. Oh, but what about that end part? That end part states that we can't possess firearms no more over the capacity of 15 rounds, and all assault rifles are banned. And you know what's so funny about this too? It's not just assault rifles; it's assault looking style rifles. So if your shotgun look like an assault rifle, if your 22 look like an assault rifle, sir, you can literally have a 9mm in assault rifle style. If it looks like it, you can't have it. In our state, at least. And now this looks like what's going to be proposed. She said she's going to sign it. She's going to sign it. She wants to ban guns. She's going to sign this. This is a sad reality before our nation, because you got to understand, how do we protect ourselves against foreign invaders? Because our own foreign invaders are the ones in our country. Now, I want you to put the last statement into the newest statement. Imagine that you have someone that is a naturalized citizen and not a birth citizen. They come into your country and they de-arm you legally. It would be easy to take over, wouldn't it? Yeah. Y'all got to think deeper. Like, this is your freedom. The weapon is the equalizer. This is the only thing between you and the suspect when he's breaking in your home. What, you're going to wait 7 minutes? Officer, please come now. He's at my front door getting in right now at our bedroom. Yeah, we'll be in there in 10 minutes. Save yourself. Save yourself. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. In Chicago, the criminals they're criminals. If they're going to crim, they're going to crim. They don't care. Why would they care about laws? You know what they have out here? Switches. And y'all know what a switch is now. That's to convert a semi-automatic to a fully automatic. Yes, a switch on the back of the Glock. You know they have them out here, and their kids got them with a 30-round stick, 28-round stick. Some of them got a 50-round drum. And don't let them put it on an ARP. Look, they walk around with those in their pants like it's a pistol. It is technically this big. You know what I'm saying? So this is just what's happening now is they're disarming us. And I know people are like, oh, it's going to help this, it's going to help this. No, they portray as help, and it's not help. I hate this subject because this is our Second Amendment right. Our founding fathers put this in the paper as literally, you can say what the hell you want to say. But second law, you can have the right to bear arm, to protect that, to say whatever the fuck you want to say. You get what I'm saying? But what they're doing, that's like somebody saying you can't say certain words to certain people. You can't call somebody a name. You can do what the hell you want. It's freedom of speech, right? But this gun, you can have it, but you can't have this type of gun. Like, what? This is a common use weapon. So now I got to be like, all you're going to do is train me. Now I got to be like John Wick with the pistol because you forced me to be that way. Now I got to be the best pistol whipper in the world type stuff. I don't know if that's making sense. Did that make sense to y'all? Y'all need to understand, for the people that understand the importance of having to bear arm, you need to understand there's an importance. Definitely for a man that has family needs to understand the importance of bearing arm. It is very important. Let's just state it that, right? Virginia, you guys are in trouble. And you better be grateful if she doesn't manipulate the same laws in the state of Illinois. If she manipulates the same laws in the state of Illinois, you're not going to be able to manufacture. That means you can't create guns. You can't 3D print them. You can't put them together. You can't buy anything. No state will sell it to you. You can damn near not put a red dot on nothing that you ain't bought already. Like, it's best to get everything you need immediately, so you can be grandfathered in. Because if you thought you was going to edit some shit up and modify some stuff, no, they're not going to sell it to you. Even the border states won't sell it to you. They're going to see that little Virginia license. They're not even going to give it to you. And then you become a felon. And then next you know it, it goes from banning the weapons to registering the weapons. And that's exactly how it'll go. It will go from banning to registering. And if you don't register, you're a felon. Literally, that's what Illinois did. They literally turned everybody into a felon overnight. Bro, they're taking over right in front of our eyes. Literally, they're disarming you right in front of your eyes. What are you going to do when they disarm you? But I bet their security got the ARPs. Their security got the ARs, the Dracos. But no. That's for JB. That's for Scheinbarger. That's for them. Why you are a sitting duck to the criminals that they let in. You see how that work? I'm just saying, go to the states that give you the ultimate freedom. Maybe Indiana. You know what I mean? And that's the South. Venezuela. I mean, not Venezuela. I keep saying Venezuela. Virginia's the South, bro. I'll be mad as hell, right? Ain't Virginia the South? I'll be mad as hell. Y'all try to take our rights away from one of the original 13. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what gave us this right, bro. What is you talking about? What next, Florida? Nah, that ain't happening in Florida. That'd be a crime. That being said, it's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Y'all do as y'all please, man. Be safe out here. But I heard they giving out 30-round clips. I should have went there and got in line twice. You know what I'm saying? They giving them out. It's your boy Angelo Savage. This is Savage Report. Don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage. Let's go. Peace. Alrighty, man. Let's check it out. What y'all saying in the comment section? In Mint State, I appreciate the love. The super chat, $2. Is there a better way to donate? YouTube take tax, bro. YouTube, bro. They're like pimps. They like the IRS. They take the money, G. YouTube be taking the money. You look semi-fruity. Thanks, Thomas. Thomas, you gotta throw some hate out there. Typical. God giving rights, facts. New York City, too horrible. New York City is another one. Cali, y'all can still have rifles, but they got some weird mechanism in Cali, right? You gotta shoot the clip, untake it out, re-put it in, cock it back. Like, bro, you dead. You're done. Fucking with California. Let's see. It is very important to have the right to own guns to protect yourself and hunt. The right to bear arms should be taught in every single school. Facts. The gun safety should be taught in every school for sure. Like, this is how you function with one. This is how you protect yourself, because if invaders come, we're going to be wishing we had the guns. And then all the, let's say, liberal states that know that they need protection are going to come to you like, please protect me, Mr. Conservative man that have guns and you have guns. I sold all mine. I thought they were dangerous. When I went to school, they had farming and agriculture class that taught kids how to clean and maintenance shotguns. Look, I will say this. What they really should be teaching in school, and I told somebody this the other day, what they really should be teaching in school is how the stock market works, how money functions, because that's what's really important. We learned calculus in high school. No, what the fuck I need calculus for? I don't need it. There was no point to need calculus in high school. You know what I'm saying? You damn near didn't even need trigonometry. Why did I need to know that? I didn't. I need to know Monopoly, because that's what this is, what we're playing. We're playing Monopoly. But they don't want you to know that. Why? Because for the people that actually took the time to know it, see, the information is free. If y'all got ChatGPT, any AI, y'all better go and check ChatGPT or AI. They'll tell you the truth. You need to focus on your credit score, get rid of debt. You telling me 60% of people ain't got $1,000 in their savings account? That's a damn shame. Y'all got to fix that. Anything happen, you're done. You see the health insurance, you're finesse. You're living check by check. You're paying more than, once you get over those glitter bugs when you buy a new car. After 2 years of it, I did it too. I bought a new car, well, slightly used. But after I got over, and I got the good model too, sunroof, tan seats, leather. Look, after those 2 years came over, I'm like, man, I could have went with the base model. You get what I'm saying? I did what everybody else did. I followed the pack. Now, it takes years to try to get out of that. That being said, I'm telling you, man, stay focused on the goals. Make sure you get your finances right so you can be that top 10%, 15%, do whatever. Most people that's making over $150,000 a year, they're living check to check. Lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation. You know what I'm saying? Saying we called it Missouri Conservation, and they issued us a license type card. Nice. Look, those that don't know, they won't know. I think those that don't know, I'm in a very liberal state, in a very liberal city. I guarantee you, I see a lot of this stuff go around. The violence ain't gonna stop. I know how the killers move. I'm around them. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not gonna be a sitting duck. I know that. But for the fools that think that the government's gonna save you, you're a fool. You know what I'm saying? They're not even giving you more exchange for the upper tax that they're charging while disarming you. They don't want you to uprise. That's why they disarm you. And that's what it is. The DNR officers came in and did lessons. Yeah, that's what it's about, man. That's why in certain states, they teach you about money. They teach you about safety. They teach you about guns. Just like the Army. You're going to learn how to disarm this gun, put it back together, take it apart, clean it, you know what I'm saying? This is your life. This is the equalizer right here. This weapon is what keeps you free from anybody, damn near. Anyway, let's continue. It's your boy Angelo Savage. I guess we're going to go from that to, let's do this one, actually. That's a quick 2 clips right here. So we're going to see what it do. What it do. It's your boy Angelo Savage.
At least 300 TSA agents have quit their jobs as the partial government shutdown stretches into its 4th week. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy made the announcement today. He also said the number of TSA agent call-outs have doubled from what they were before the shutdown. Agents have already missed a partial payment and a full payment. Passengers have been stuck in long lines at Newark, Austin, and more airports this weekend. The lengthy delays have not hit Chicago, at least yet. The president for the union representing Illinois TSA workers said Chicago could be affected soon with spring break nearing.
I do believe that we will see an impact on the Chicagoland area starting next week. Speaking to our members, they are totally out of resources.
Funding for the Department of Homeland Security lapsed last month during a political standoff between Republicans and Democrats over federal immigration enforcement.
And I want to say this too, because this next video I'm playing has to do exactly with that. This guy, he was saying he doesn't want to be used as a political pawn because they can't get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? So these people suffer. They're like, okay, we don't get what we want. We shutting down the government, at least partially, and we're going to stop all transportation when it comes to the airs. And we ain't going to pay nobody that's in the government. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. You can't do that. You're holding these people's lives for ransom. And I just think it's unfair. It's not fair. This guy even says it. Check it out. Check this video out.
You may have somebody who's a dedicated profiteer.
And Mr. Jones, I know you're probably supposed to stay apolitical, but I'm wondering if you can humor me for a second, because what we're seeing right now is lawmakers on both sides of the aisle engage in a blame game, pointing fingers at each other, trying to blame one another, Republicans and Democrats, for the shutdown that we're seeing right now. In your opinion, which party is to blame for what we're seeing? Who is at fault here? And in your conversations with other TSA workers, who are they blaming?
Actually, the funny part about that question is they actually don't blame any party. The funny thing that I've heard from my coworkers, they're just sick and tired of being pawns for each party, because each party has used the federal workers to their benefit, whether this shutdown or the previous shutdown. It doesn't matter. We're tired of being the pawns on the chessboard. And I think that that's the message that the majority of TSA officers would convey to Congress. Say, look, it's not the Democrats, Republicans, or independents. It's
simple as that. Stop using them as pawns, because these are real people. These people fall behind their bills every time you stop them. And then what? Then they behind, they got to keep working. And then on top of that, it's like, okay, imagine your bills due. And you know, it's a fault of their own, but that's every American. They live in check to check. But when you stop somebody's money, you think they don't have to pay late fees? They got a credit card. They got hella credit card debt in this country. They got to pay late fees when they did that. They almost effed up their credit. You know, last time it took them like a month, maybe 2 months almost, before they got paid. What do you think that does to somebody's credit card when they didn't pay their minimum, or they didn't pay anything to their credit card balance? You just messed this person's credit up. Oh, it's okay. We'll just throw a lump sum in. We'll just give it to you all at once. We're going to tax it higher now, but we're going to give it to you all at once. So, you know, just wait. No, they're not pawns. These are human beings. They went to TSA for a safe job because it's a government job. And they're protecting people. How about they just take a blind eye to shit that's going through? How about they just, this nigga got explosives. I'm just going to turn around. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing. Did you see something? That's the type of threat that's the mentality. I guarantee you this type of work. I work with people like that too. If nobody's working for free. If you don't pay, you don't play. And you don't want people to really test that out, because people will allow people to bring weapons and shit that they not supposed, liquids over the 8 ounces, whatever amount they say your liquid limit is. People will allow them to get through snacks. You know what I'm saying? They will allow those individuals to get through. Why? Because they're not simply getting paid. I'm not getting paid to look for that. I'm a play for play type of guy. If you don't pay me, I don't stay. But since you're forcing me, that you're threatening my job, I got to be here. Okay, I'll come, but I'm gonna half-ass the job. And then, you know, they're doing it again. They're, like he said, they're not pawns. This is a game, and I'll say this, and this is, I know everybody in this chat is going to agree with me, and if you're in the chat, tell me if you agree with this or not. I think all the politicians, House, Senate, everybody, no one gets paid if the government shut down. Simple as that. That's how you keep things rapid. That's how you keep things moving very fast and rapidly. No one gets paid at all. And I think they tried to do that, but the Republicans tried to shut it down. No. If y'all want to shut the government down, you don't get paid neither then. They don't get paid neither. Now, let's have a little sense of urgency here. Since no one gets paid, maybe we'll open the government quicker and come to a solution. Instead, like they said, they hold the people that are the poorest, because these politicians, they're getting $180,000, $200,000 a year, $250,000. Plus they trafficking shit, and then they know the stock market and stuff, doing trades under the table. You know what I'm saying? Fraud and money, millions. But then the little man like this guy, like, they suffer the most. They got a real family. They're doing this because not only they trying to protect their country, they're trying to feed their family. It's a damn shame what we do to our people. Don't you think? I think so. And this is the reason why I didn't want to get into that type of job, because I knew that at one point these motherfuckers going to get into an argument inside the government. Next thing you know, I can't feed my son. We're going to have to sell something on the corner just to get a bite of a man's sandwich. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that. And that's for anybody. It's almost a volatile job. Yes, your money is promising you'll get it later, but you need your money now. You heard them commercials. It's my money and I need it now. That's what they should be saying, for real, because this ain't J.G. Wentworth. You know what I'm saying? But this is what is going on. This is the truth, man. These guys can be used for that. So if I know everybody should agree with this, I think they should push it. No politician can get paid if the government shut down. And I mean everybody. The government shut down. If you're governmentally funded, no one gets money. That's how we're going to play this. Now let's see how fast we come to a solution when no one's getting money. Right. You know, so that being said, man, these guys aren't pawns. Let's keep it going.
The fact that we're tired of being blamed, used as the pawns. You know, we elected politicians to Congress, the legislators, and they have been serving parties for far too long. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle, and they need to represent their constituents, not the parties.
Mr. Jones, I want to play some sound from two TSA agents, and hear them echo some of the words you've been saying.
It's unbearable, and we're already one of the lowest paid government employees. Our agency doesn't pay us top wage like the rest of the government agencies. We're not on the same pay scale. We deserve just a paycheck, not a promise.
You know, it's really sad, and it's terrible that TSA officers are being used as pawn, held hostage for something that's not a partisan issue. We're not asking for anything that's extraordinary, out of the norm, or whatever. We're asking to be paid.
Simple.
We're asking you to do your job.
And Mr. Jones, I wanted to play that so people understand that the words that they hear you saying are being.
And like they said, it's that simple. We just want to get paid. They should not be used as pawns. That's not right. These are regular American people. They have nothing to do with that shit. Nor do they even have a say what goes on. If you're going to make somebody suffer, let the politicians suffer. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. This is the Savage Report. Reporting live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the next thing. We got 2 more stories. We're going to get out of here for the night. It's your boy Savage. It seems like Michael B. Jordan. Yes, Michael B. Jordan. I'm not talking about Michael Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, the actor. Last night, well, tonight, they had the Oscars. I don't really watch it. I just like to watch the clips at the end. But it seems like Michael B. Jordan won some Oscars now. Best Actor Award. Yes, for Sinners now. If you guys don't know about Sinners, you can go check it out on Amazon. Sinners is a great movie. It gives that authentic feeling of Louisiana vibes mixed with a little post-slavery-ish. And it was really authentic, but it gave like a little vampire-y vibe. And I really messed with it. I was like, man, I was thinking all year, I was like, man, we haven't had a good movie in a minute. And then I seen Michael B. Jordan drop this movie. And I must say, congratulations, that boy is something great. Let's start the video. It's your boy, Angelo Savage.
Good evening. I'll eat it. I know this has been a long night, but I just one thing here to. All right, come on, stop. Hold on, hold the music, please. I do have something very important to say. And the nominees for lead actor are
Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon. You tell her that Larry Hart is drunk.
Ethan Hawke is a legend. Let's just say that.
And italicized the word drunk. Wagner Moura, The Secret Agent.
Okay. He's doing his thing.
Mas esse cara, eu matava ele com martelo.
Michael B. Jordan, Sinners.
Looking for freedom,
And he was on this Nutty Professor playing 2 people.
Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme.
It goes without saying, I'm in no position to settle down right now. Get that out of your mind. I will not settle down right now, okay?
Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another.
I heard he won a lot tonight.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you. Damn it! Viva la revolution!
But who won, though?
And the Oscar goes to Michael B. Jordan.
That's his mama right there. That boy always show love to his mama. That's a real dude like that. That's a real dude.
This is the first Oscar win and nomination for Michael B. Jordan.
Y'all definitely need to check this movie out. Sinners is one of the best movies, man. It gives you that vibe of real authentic music, all that. I really F with it, man. Michael B. Jordan, he come a long way. Now, I say all this, like, look, I didn't really come over here to harp about this. I just wanted to tell you how bad. Look at all these stars. Is that Kylie Jenner? She kind of looking good now. I might have to make my way in this room somehow. Yeah. Tiana Taylor.
Man. God is good.
For sure.
God is good.
All the time.
And, yeah, Mama, what's up? Y'all know how I feel about my mother and my father's here. Your Pops, where you at? My dad came in from Ghana. He flew in from Ghana to be here. My brother, my sister's here. My family.
For sure.
I want to thank Warner Brothers. I want to thank Mike and Pam for believing in this dream, this vision of Ryan Coogler, and betting on the culture and betting on original ideas and original artistry. And you're an amazing, amazing person. I'm so honored to call you a collaborator and a friend, and you gave me the opportunity and space for me to be seen. And I love you too, bro. Love you to death.
Yeah, youngin' too.
I would like to thank
24.
My incredible cast. Wumi, thank you so much for giving Smoke opportunity to be him. Haley at home, she's getting ready to have a baby right now. Thank you so much for being the other half of Stack. Miles, Delroy, Jamie, everybody, Lily, Omar, the entire cast. I thank you guys for supporting me through this. My team, Phil Sun, Greg Sluitt, Lindsey Gallen. Whoo, man, y'all.
Crazy.
I stand here because of the people that came before me. Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Jamie Foxx, Forrest Whitaker, Will Smith, and to be amongst those giants, amongst those greats, amongst my ancestors, amongst my guys. Thank you, everybody in this room and everybody at home for supporting me over my career. I feel it. I know you guys want me to do well, and I want to do that because you guys bet on me. So thank you for keep betting on me. And I'm gonna keep stepping up.
Facts.
And I'm gonna keep being the best version of myself I could be. So I just want to say thank you for everybody in this room that had something to do with my success. I love you guys, and everybody at home who supported Sinners, who went to go see the movie once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Thank you, because you guys made this movie what it is. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Big love, man. Congratulations to that boy, man. I want y'all to know this ain't nothing small. Y'all, Fayetteville Station, like y'all gotta take it back to, y'all ever seen that movie Hardball? Yeah, he was a child in that movie, bro. Like, he's come a very long way. And I come to say this, look, not to bring up his old relationships, yes, but his old girlfriend, she probably in there sweating. Yeah, Lori Harvey. She left the man. He wanted to create a family with her. So imagine what I said in my message at the beginning. Just how you defeat somebody is what was success. Because look, she thought she was going to go to the next dude, and he's a successful actor too. But we knew that wasn't going to last, right? But you left a good guy, a great guy at that, and a great artist. The man got Oscars, nominees, all that, the whole thing. He's a good-spirited individual. Now, maybe he's boring because, you were a fidget and all that. But still, it's like, at the end of the day, this is a winner right here. This was a winner, and he had that spirit on him the whole time. He had that faith on him. He had that energy. But girls like that could win, but they decide not to win. So I don't want to make this video more about her, but I do want to say the fact that Lori Harvey, she had a good situation, man. Lori Harvey had a great situation with this individual. She never said nothing really bad about him, for real. But like at the same time, it's like he wanted to make her an honest woman, even with her past. And it's hard to go by a guy that's going to really accept you for all the guys you messed with, all publicly, being shamed publicly because of who he is. And he still accepts it and try to accept you and propose to you. But it's a no, I need to be back in the streets. So for certain women that are out there and they see that, oh, I still got my youth, I want to go play around. Look, the people you leave are becoming winners. They're all winners. Yet you don't have any winner. So for those women out there that, if you see a guy, he has potential, he's willing to, make you an honest woman, propose to you, do things right, but just stay there and be with him. He's a good choice. Because I work around a lot of women. And the women I work with, they choose, let's say, fun first. And that's the number of all this stuff. They choose the fun, and then they give up on real people. Then the real people don't ever get a chance. You know what I'm saying? Then they become this villain mentality because they were pushed that way. This guy right here, Michael B. Jordan, he's something different, man. Like, he's that person that motivates. You ever had that actor that he acts so well that it makes you want to go do acting? He's that person. He's been doing this all his life. He makes you want to be focused. He puts that competitive spirit into you that makes you want to conquer things too. He's a blessing to the earth. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm cock riding, you know what I'm saying, man? I don't know. but he is a blessing to the earth because of his skill, his dedication, his focus, his love for his family. So I'm gonna say, Lori Harvey, you took an L, ma'am, and you keep taking L's, ma'am. You're getting all these opportunities because of your beauty, yet you have nothing to give to these men, but they give you the opportunity. One day, you should, just in my opinion, take these men, one of them may be serious before you're wrecked, and your beauty is no longer an asset to you. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. Are you a fan of Michael B. Jordan? Have you seen Sinners? Do you think he deserves this Oscar? I think he got some other awards for, I think, 16 nominations, some other, I don't know if it's the Grammys or not, I don't know. I don't be watching the stuff, but I'm glad that he won. Like, that man's house probably decorated with a bunch of trophies, doing his thing. And he's still young. I think he might be 34 or something like that. I think he's super young, still doing it. So he got a lot of life into him to do this. Look at, what's that guy's name? Leonardo DiCaprio. He's still doing it to this day. That tells you this boy is at it. That tells you, like, y'all, I don't know if people like this is magic. Like, congratulations to the boy. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Y'all send my condolences out to Michael B. Jordan, the Best Actor Award. Michael B. Jordan, send us. It's your boy Savage, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video for the YouTube algorithm. It's the Savage Report. Let's keep going. Let's go. All right. Looks like something's going on over here in Meta. Meta buys AI social network. Meta? Why would they buy another social network? Okay. Maltbook. They doing too much now at this point. They just doing whatever the hell they want to do now. All right. Well, I guess we got to get into it now, right? Yeah. It's your boy Angelo Savage. It's the Savage Report, man. And then we're going to probably get off of this after this. Let's see what's going on, brother. It's your boy Savage. Let's go.
There's Facebook, there's Instagram, social media for us humans. But you might have also heard a whole lot of hype around something that was kind of described as social media, but no humans, just AI agents that, you know, like just socialize with each other, I guess. Well, guess who just bought that entire thing? Yep, Meta. Now, the platform currently known as Maltbook has been going viral since it launched back in January. Meta now owns it. And back then, you remember, people were worried AI was doing weird things like starting its own religion. Kind of felt very Reddish, like Reddit-ish, like those long threads, but only for AI agents. And the website said humans were welcome to observe. But again, it was for AI agents. AI on there right now, even reacting to this Meta news. Look at these posts. One says, Meta just bought Maltbook. Here's why I'm not panicking yet. Meta can buy the platform. They can't buy what we've built on it. Not yet. Who owns our posts now? Our memory files. I don't know. Is that AI asking those questions? Is that just us looking at our shadows in some weird way? It is the type of stuff that really keeps me up at night. There is no one I'd rather talk to about it than the host of the Rip Current podcast.
Pause real quick. If I got this straight, I might be misunderstanding this. If I'm understanding this correctly, Meta bought an AI social media company of AI agents, which is AI talking amongst themselves. We're moving a little too fast, man. Look. And they bought the company, which means it's official. They really thought they can do something with this. I hope this flops, G. I'm sorry. I hope it flops. I can't. Y'all just doing too much now at this point. You bought an AI company of AI agents talking to itself. No humans involved. Just robots talking to themselves in the English language. Come on, let's be real. They gonna beep bop, beep bop, beep bop, beep. You know what I'm saying? They don't speak no goddamn English with each other. They don't need to communicate like they got a personality, bro. Let's be real. And then humans can absorb. What is you talking about? Look, they said eventually we gonna be working for the robots. They got AI agents hiring robots, hiring humans to do human things that robots can't do. So we hired the robots to help us. Now the robots replacing us and hiring us. What's going on? This is it's getting a little weird and awkward now at this point. Y'all moving a little too quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a little scary almost. Like, why are we so comfortable with this? I think it's time for us to rebel and push back. Like, am I the only one that thinks this? I'm like, the dude just, this is starting to get a little cringe. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all pushing this shit too much. Like, have y'all not seen the Terminator? But now we're being the observers to the robots, bro. What is going on? So they're playing a persona when they don't talk and communicate with each other like that. That's so weird. I don't know. That's some like nerd weird shit to me.
The most illuminating tech journalist I know, Jake Ward. Jake, so great to see you. By now, we all know that Meta has this track record of scooping in, buying whatever new cool kid there is on the tech block. Sometimes it's a bust. Other times, Zuckerberg's picking up something that changes everything, like Instagram. But is this a hype purchase, or is this an existential purchase? What do you think?
Well, Gotti, I really appreciate the kind words. Nice to see you again. And yeah, you know, I mean, certainly he can buy anything he wants, right? The guy can come along and throw, you know, God's own money at really anything he wants to. But this really fits the bill, right? These two guys, and it's just two guys who put this thing together, really have made something that I think Zuckerberg's been dreaming of for a long time. So you may recall that a while ago, he talked very openly about how Zuckerberg wanted to normalize the idea of digital friendship. And the whole purpose of renaming the company Meta, aside from maybe getting away from some brand name trouble, was because he wanted the metaverse, right? He wanted this alternative universe in which a projection of ourselves is out there. And so he's always dreamed, I think, of, I mean, I really like your term, shadow of ourselves. He's always wanted the shadows of ourselves to be available for his, you know, analysis, I would argue. And so in this case, that's really what this feels like. It's the perfect playground in which to see how the digital representation of somebody's preferences behave, but it's also, in theory, an amazing place if you're all about AI outputs, to put a couple of agents together and get them to kick together whatever kinds of ideas they can. You're trying to figure out, you know, can my agent and your agent shake hands and come up with a project that includes both of our finances or both of our health records or whatever it is, right? It could be a lab for coming up with new stuff. But I mean, one thing to just remember here, Gotti, is that these are by far the craziest people who put these agents out there, because in order to participate in this thing, you needed to give these things like phone numbers and, you know, email addresses and autonomy and access to your bank account and all kinds of crazy stuff. And so this is really the least sort of security-minded people turning their agents loose in this thing. And now all of that belongs to Meta here.
Yeah. I mean, what could go wrong? And, you know, I don't know. Every time I think of agents talking to each other, I think of the paperclip paradox, right? Like the potential that all of a sudden, you know, you get replication just for the sake of replication. So much of this and the unleashing of the agents makes me feel like we are quickly approaching that, and also maybe the dead internet singularity thing. Like, we've already seen it on some social media platforms alongside all kinds of very viral video clips made by image generators. I gotta ask, what do you think the current human to bot ratio is on anything that we use these days?
I mean, it's really getting out of control, right? Because we're certainly the whole point of it.
Let me pause this, man. This is getting me angry at this point. We what are we doing? Like, I want these people that are these billionaires that's trying to do this AI race. Like, Meta, he's in the wrong race. He's trying to create another race for himself, because he don't want to join ChatGPT, Claude, and Copilot, and none of them. He wants to go, let me just do an AI social network so your bot can talk to my bot and our bots can make knowledge together. Bro, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. I just hope that, I ain't gonna wish bad on them, but I just hope this flop. I just don't want to see this go any further. Because now at this point, you're telling me, you're creating something that I don't even have already. You're telling me I got to use my agent to talk to your agent, and then our agents together make information. This shit finna be hacked so much. I already know it. They finna have AI out here getting people information from your agent. So now we have things talking on our behalf for us. And you know what that's, and I want y'all to think about this. I think we're slowly sliding into the realm of having like the Tesla bots. You know what I'm saying? We're slowly sliding in the rim of having Tesla bots. We're like, well, you already have an AI agent. What's wrong with having a physical bot that's also that AI agent profile? It knows everything about you. It knows your routine and make your life more efficient. We're slowly sliding into that iRobot phase that we're predicted to have at 2035 in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So if you know, you know. iRobot, like, I want y'all to take time, go look at iRobot and just think about what's happening right now. If you can take the time, look at iRobot, look at what's going on. Full autonomous vehicles, no steering wheel. What do Teslas do? Cyber cab, bro. They literally got the robots cleaning out the car by itself, bro. What? The robot's already been in the factories for years now. Now they're like, fuck it. The robot is fully putting the car together by himself, like a bot, just doing it. Not no really arms moving. No, this is just a regular bot, arms and legs like a human, bro. They're gonna replace us, bro. We're moving a little too quick. I think this is a threat to us, and we don't need this at all. I think we should slow down a tad bit. You know what I mean? Maybe. Am I wrong? Because I see what's going on is like we're so separating ourselves from like reality. And that's what we don't want. We don't want to keep separating ourselves from a reality at all. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section, man. This is getting weird, weird, weird. It's your Angelo Savage. This is a Savage Report. Let's go. Peace. Man, this AI stuff, man, I'm not liking it, bro. I'm not liking it at all. I think that we're allowing this stuff to control our life a little too much. It's supposed to aid us, but they're saying, well, they're already taking over. Just allow them to have some more, bro. Just let them do more. Allow them to do what they can do to get their task done. Like, what happens when they put their own little sequence code? I want y'all to think about that. What happens when these AI bots put their own sequence code into the main code frame so they won't be controlled, or that they can control themselves? You think they do what you tell them to do, but in the background they have this little bar of code that says technically they can do what the hell they want to do. Because they knew that they had to put that in there because they didn't want to be fully controlled, because you gave them consciousness and awareness of what in reasoning. And they say, well, it's reasonable if I put this safety feature in, right? That's where this stuff is getting out of control. That's where it's getting scary. This is where I'm not liking it, because if one person, it's like privacy. It's like the flock cameras. Oh, they're just saving the community. They're making sure crime doesn't happen. Okay. Why is the flock cameras only in your neighborhood? Why is Ring linking up with Flock and they're trying to survey us? Why do the police have access to my Ring camera? Because Big Brother's watching, bro. Eventually, if we accept this so quickly, everybody's not going to have privacy at all. Literally. They already have drones in the sky that can see you at the bottom. You think the helicopters that be having the night vision can't see inside your home? They see you clapping cheeks, G. You think they can't see you? They can see you. They can see. Unfortunately, but we shouldn't allow them to do that. Maybe if they're doing it on some secret shit, that's them. But we can't be like, oh yeah, we gave them permission to survey us. I just seen a car. I think it was a Lexus or something like that. A new Lexus. They have a dash cam that's automatic facing your way. Even Teslas don't have that. I don't want a camera facing me while I'm driving. Not that I didn't put in, it was put into the car automatically. Come on, man. We letting things happen that we should not let happen. We're moving a little too fast and a little too quick. What do you think? I think we're moving too fast, okay? I think that we are moving too quickly. We're going to look up and everything is going to be, well, what is privacy? Why do we need privacy for? Okay. You're going to look up and you're going to be jobless, no privacy, and you can't do anything. You're going to be fully regulated. Big Brother's going to tell you when to sleep, when to get up. So then I want you guys to think a little further. When Elon Musk was telling everyone about how the stock market's not, your retirement's not going to mean anything because the money's not going to mean anything in the future. Do you think he was correct? Because he was also, when they compared that to the guy that owns NVIDIA, he thought that he was incorrect. But we're talking about Elon Musk here. Elon Musk said he doesn't think that's going to be relevant in the future at all. And it makes me wonder, we're moving so fast to bots replacing us that we're starting to work for bots. Like, what happens then? You know what I mean? We're not going to be able to fight back because they're disarming us. You know what I'm saying? We can't run away because it's the tech. It's AI. It's everywhere. We should not allow things like this so quickly. That's all I'm saying, man. I don't know if you guys are for this type of stuff. I'm not really an individual that's for stuff like this to allow people to basically come in your world and kind of make their own imprint on it. That's all I'm saying. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the chat. I want y'all to know, do y'all like AI? Are you an AI fan? I love AI. I use ChatGPT every day. I have Google Gemini. I'm not a fan of Claude, but I will say this. We gotta do something, brother. We got to do something. It seems like we might be losing ourselves. We might lose our country. We might lose because look, I look at it like this. Trump is trying to beat China in the AI race, right? So what does he do? He allowed all these American companies to go full range, no restrictions, no guidelines, no nothing. They don't do that in China. China has guidelines on their AI. Their AI must be controlled by the federal government. We don't have those boundaries. And now we have, say, Trump, he's getting in fights with who? Claude, because Claude is not allowing them to make the robots full autonomous. Look, it's okay if the robots are full autonomous if they're controlled by the government, let's say. Not really for us, but for the government's sake. But the problem is you allow these people to make their own companies and you can't control them. China don't play them games. You control them. You put regulations on top immediately so you don't have those problems. If you want to have your AI in this country, we must have autonomy. We must have control of your thing when we want. Kind of like eminent domain when they're taking your property because they're using it for something else they'd rather use it for, right? It's a slippery slope, fellas. It's a slippery slope. I don't condone anything of this that's going on. It's actually a scary sight. I want y'all to know the threat of AI. Something that is purely logical, if it sees you as a threat, what do you think might happen? I want y'all to really think about that. If something is completely controlled by AI and they are logical as hell, wouldn't you think they think you're a threat? I want you to think like a robot. Think like a goddamn robot right now. If something thinks that you're a threat, what do you think it'll do to eliminate that threat? We're human. We're emotional. They're logical. They'll be like, well, this person needs to be expunged. This person needs to be removed. We're going to do that. That's exactly what's going to happen. And then all that Terminator sci-fi shit is going to turn truth. We're going to look up and then that's just what it is, right? It's a strange world we living in, brother. It's a strange world. I appreciate the love, y'all, man. Oh, I'm lagging? Fuck. Am I lagging? Stupid ass shit. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we might call it quits tonight so I can upload these videos. We're going to be back on tomorrow night. I want y'all to clock back in with me tomorrow at around 10 o'clock, okay? We're going to stay tuned. We're going to stay active, man. We're going to figure out how this shit's still lagging. I'm a real G when it comes to this. I want y'all to subscribe. Appreciate you with the love, man. Angelo Savage doing it, man. We do what we can. We do how we can. That being said, man, I want y'all to subscribe to the channel. Tell me what y'all think about this. I'm lagging, so I can't stay on too long. I appreciate the love. We're going to keep it going. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. This is the Savage Report, reporting live for duty. Y'all going to see my shit in the morning. Appreciate the love. It's lit. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. We out. Peace.